We begin with ladies action as Sheldon Waldron, seen here, would have already won the first game 21-14 and was looking to close out the second easily, but Marveline Neblett was fighting back, nicely driven. Waldron looked so settled and easy, coming to the net before driving down the line. And just needing 2 points to win with a 7-point lead, Neblett staged a fight back and stopped Waldron in her tracks, first with this power serve. Neblett was on a run of points and was able to create long rallies and did enough to fault Waldron into the net, closing the gap on the scoreboard at 19-14. But with the edge, all Waldron needed was for Neblett to break her rhythm, and it came right here, the long-awaited game and match point for her. And though Neblett sneaked in 2 more points, this is where Waldron booked her ticket to the big showdown. Neblett knocks out of court on the return, 25-17 this game. Waldron, last year's losing finalist, has a shot to change her fortunes. And for sure, we will have a new ladies champion. As defending her crown, Kim Holder could not get past the fight and grit of Maudlin Blunt. This is the first game with Blunt up 18-12, and Holder returns to the net to make it 19-12, and the pressure is on. Holder, looking to send it into a decisive third game, was lethal with the returns. This one too hot for Blunt, who faults again, as Holder was able to even things up at a game apiece by taking the second at 21-14. And this is where the gym was on the edge of their seats. Final game, a 1-point difference, 18-17. Blunt with the edge. Both women not giving up any return. This is do or die stages. Blunt goes soft. Holder responds. And then Blunt comes to the net and kills it. Now that is great tennis. The score went to 20-19. Holder has the serve. Blunt responds and Holder is in full flight mode. Blunt losing her balance on the return, and we're locked up at 20-all. Blunt serves and the ladies go at it again. Keeping the ball going was key. And then Blunt was a nice backhand cross. And though Holder appealed, it was in, giving Blunt the 21-20 advantage. And here we go. Game and match point. And what we were in for was one of the longer rallies of the match. Just waiting for someone to slip. And it goes on for a while, before Holder clips the net. There we go. Maudlin Blunt upstages defending champion Kim Holder 20-20. She runs to her coach. We will have a new road tennis queen. On the men's side, Mark Venom Griffith will defend his title after a straight game victory over Davian Force-Wright Taylor. And while Griffith held his composure for majority of the game, it was Taylor's constant errors that led to his easy win. When Taylor got the plays right, there were some sweet shots executed, like how he drove this one to Griffith's right. That was a beauty. Game and match point. And while Taylor looked to keep things going, what beat him all game and gave Griffith the edge had the final say, going for the big plays but could not get over the net. Mark Venom Griffith will defend his title. And he will play the young man who he beat to take the title last year, Shaquem Nurse, who had to rally 5 sets to beat the veteran Antonio Lilman Daniel. And they had one of the more entertaining matchups of the night, with Nurse driving sweetly past Daniel. That took him to the first game point. And he was able to snatch it when Daniel knocked out of court to end the game 21-11. And then this is where we knew we truly had a battle on our hands. This is how Daniel snatched game 2. Winding up for what looked like a big one, but drops it short. That's a little man play. 21-12 the second. The third went to Nurse at 21-17. Daniel the fourth 21-9. And so we're into that decider with the score on 19-14 to Nurse. And Daniel falls going into the net. And the youngster can smell that finals berth now. He picks up the serve from Daniel. And on the return, Daniel goes into the net. And the fat lady sang. Nurse jumps for joy. Youth beats experience. The tears were there. And he embraced the man who has been a stalwart in the sport. Shaquem Nurse will again meet Mark Venom Griffith to prove who is the best man in the sport of road tennis.